are listening to the Sports Bar. Me, Jamie Horr, and Jason Cundy. We'll hear about how Cundy's getting on his Italian lessons.
Oh, no.
In the rest of talkSPORT. What is that? There's more Carabao Cup fourth round action tomorrow night, though, live on talkSPORT Network.
Given away by McCarthy. Isak! Liverpool 2, Southampton 1.
You would never write Liverpool off.
Getting with a curler! What a moment!
They are set up brilliantly. They make it difficult for you.
Here's Eze inside the penalty area. Gyökeres!
The options that Arteta have, the rotation he can make.
I think Arsenal can be champions this year.
Welbeck! And he hits the back of the net. It's Danny Welbeck. Bruno Guimaraes gets above the marker and heads the ball in at the far post.
There's a lot to be excited about for Newcastle fans.
Goodness comes back in on his left foot, draws the ball down low to the left and produces a brilliant finish.
No reason why they're not going to win FA Cups and League Cups.
And tucked in! Santi Bueno!
It's a really difficult job for Vitor Pereira.
Having scored twice in 90 seconds to turn it around at the beginning of the second half. Chelsea will know that they've been in an epic cup tie here, but it is one that Chelsea have won. Lincoln 1, Chelsea 2.
Yeah, huge night Carabao Cup fourth round action live on talkSPORT tomorrow. Let's hook ahead to some of the games, starting with Arsenal. Host Brighton tomorrow night, live on talkSPORT 2 from 7:45. Gunners boss Mikel Arteta has been speaking to the media ahead of that one, was asked about the pressure on his side to deliver a major trophy.
But that's what we want. I think when our people are excited and when they see that the team is competing at the level consistently, there are the right reasons to believe, and that's the main thing. If you want to win big trophies, you certainly have to install that feeling amongst the team, the club, and around it. And we're in a really good position at the moment, but we know how early it is and how difficult every game is.
Look, they've obviously got a game, and it's a big game, but I would say that they don't. If there's any season where you not throw in the towel, but if you go out, it might do you a favour.
But this competition always, a club like Arsenal, this gives those players that aren't quite in that first 11 right now, but are coming off the bench. Right, Marino's come off the bench a couple of times now, right? And there are players in there. Wanyeri, we haven't seen much of him of late. This will give them a chance to shine. This is your opportunity. They got Burnley away at the weekend, right? That game is, of course, the bigger of the two games. But this is a competition. They want to win. They want to go deep in every competition. Arsenal squad, I expect Brighton to do something similar. They will field an under-strength team. There'll be fringe players that get their opportunity. Opportunity knocks. And Arsenal, I remember, were one of the very first sides under Arsene Wenger that would field a weakened side in this competition because he can give them minutes.
Yeah.
At first team level, give them minutes. And Wenger took a lot of stick, I seem to remember. This is a long time ago, obviously.
No, I remember. He would play young kids.
He would use this as a vehicle in which to get the fringe, younger players minutes.
Yeah.
Right? And that was allowed them to go and play at a very high level. And you never know what's going to happen. In Arsenal at the moment, they've got one or two injuries that they've got. Saka on the right-hand side, Noni's out.
You don't want to be playing Saka tomorrow night, though, do you?
Saka's not playing tomorrow night. Let me tell you for nothing. No, hold on.
He plays him all the time.
Right, okay. But he took him off at the weekend. Right?
Yeah.
And I think that Arteta, I think, he's a young manager. I think he's learning you can't keep pounding Saka. He's had an injury. On that right-hand side at the minute, Noni was in...
Good form, yeah.
Yeah, Noni picked up the injury. And it almost happened, not by accident, but a happy accident, that Saka come back at the right time when Noni was injured.
Yeah.
You can't have both at the same time, mate, because that could be...
Creates a problem.
Yes. But now they've got width. Obviously, Martinelli come on. Trossard, actually, I thought played really well at the weekend against Palace. I thought he was good. Yeah. Actually. And Martinelli come on the right, I seem to him. He came on for Saka, I think. So they've got options now in those wide areas. Yeah. They can do that. Havertz is still out. You know, Odegaard is still out. They've got players, Noni's out. They've got players that can come back. This gives Wanyeri a chance to play. I'll be absolutely amazed if Saka starts tomorrow. Absolutely stunned. It's not the game for him.
If they finish second this season, Arsenal, but they win the Carabao Cup, that's not acceptable, is it?
No, it's not. No, not from this point. Not where they are. Not where they've been. This is a squad that's been built over the last 2-3 seasons, and they've had the likes of Lewis Skelly that's come in, and at the minute you've got Calafiori, which keeping him out. I mean, personally, I think Lewis Skelly's a better player. I don't know what you think, but I bet Fury.
I think Lewis Skelly's a brilliant young player.
Right?
He's young. He's got a couple of mistakes in him.
But
he'll
start. He starts tomorrow night because Calafiori's keeping out the team. So they're the sort of players that I'm talking about that will get opportunities. I mean, where's White? I haven't seen Ben White for. He's another one.
Yeah.
So I expect this Arsenal squad. It's all over. It's got strength and depth. Nwaneri haven't seen great deal of him currently this season. This is the game for him.
Yeah.
And, there will be changes.
Yeah.
Marino, like I said, expect him to start.
He should start. Yeah, I'll be amazed if he plays as his best team. I'll be incredible. I'm not sure
they're at home as well. They're not away.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
That helps.
They're at home. Brighton have another one. Brighton, they got beat the weekend against Man United. If you're actually you're thinking about this, it's a bonus. This competition is a bonus. You don't put your eggs in this competition. Not
even if you're Brighton.
No, the points of the weekend are bigger, mate.
Are 3 points bigger than the Carabao Cup? I mean...
Yeah, no. For this weekend, they've got Leeds at home, right, Brighton? Got Leeds at home. Those 3 points are always going to be... This is get into the quarterfinal. Once you get to the semis, that's when I think things change for these teams. Arsenal played home and away against Newcastle, went on to go and win it last year, right? And you look at the side, both managers picked strong teams in both of those semi-finals.
Yeah.
And Newcastle come out on top, right?
Yeah.
So that's when you look at it and go, right, we got a chance to get Wembley and win it. Right now, everything's a bonus. That's how I see it.
All right, let's move on to discuss Liverpool, who host Crystal Palace tomorrow night. Live on talkSPORT from 7:45. Palace boss Oliver Glasner has been speaking to the media ahead of that one, discuss Liverpool's recent struggles.
It's a great team, and I don't know why, and it's also not my job to analyze what happens at Liverpool. And we play them now the third time in this season. I think we did quite well in the first 2 games. So we rely on what we want to do. We rely on what we can do. We can't copy anybody else, and we don't want to copy anybody else. And so that's how we approach the game.
Yeah, it's a big game for Oliver Glasner. I think they'll look at it and look. He's done well in cup competitions, right? Mm-hmm. So he'll fancy his chances.
I think
Liverpool need a win.
But they do. But same rules apply. This exactly what I've said about Arsenal, who are at home, Liverpool at home against Palace and Brighton. It's a very similar game, I think, in terms of what they're picking. Yeah, Slot needs a win, right? Domestically, I know he had that big win over in Germany last midweek, and it was a big win. This is a game that Palace have played them twice, drawn once, and then beat them in pens, right? They went to pens, right, in the Community Shield, right? If they beat them I can't remember, they beat them. They won the Community Shield either way. They beat them at their place at Selhurst Park, 4 or 5 weeks ago? Same rules apply. Liverpool, this is a big game for Liverpool, but the weekend is bigger. They can't... They're at the moment, they're going to play... They play Villa on Saturday night. At the moment, Liverpool are giving up their Premier League... This is a challenge. It's pathetic. They're defending their title. Yeah, it's really poor. They're defending their title. This has been a poor defence from Liverpool. It really has.
I know, but it's a new era.
Yeah,
different team.
Still poor, mate. Still poor.
I'm calling them pathetic.
Yeah, it's been a pathetic defence. Yeah. Yes, it is. 4 defeats on the spin at home. Sorry, in the domestic league. No, that's a terrible defence, mate. It is. And this game, it's a bonus for the players, again, fringe players that you can play. But they've got Leeds, haven't they, the weekend? Right? They got Aston Villa. Do apologise. Brighton have got Leeds. They got Aston Villa.
It's live on talkSPORT, that game.
Right, 8 o'clock kickoff live on talkSPORT. That's a game. They have to win that. They simply have to win that. If they don't win that, mate, and Villa done the right.
Villa have been good.
Villa have been good. But your mob beat City.
Yeah, they're
in good form.
Yeah,
that's the big of the 2 games.
Okay, all right. You can have your say on tomorrow's games. How do you see it? Arsenal. Do they need to just rotate and concentrate on Premier League and the Champions League as well? We're also going to hear Cundy's getting Italian lessons. The rest of talkSPORT coming up next.